win that championship, and you did it.
Yeah.
How does it feel, man? How does it feel to be the champ? Youngest champ and the champ.
I always, even when I didn't have the belt, only thing that made me a champion is now that I have the belt. I always thought I was the champ.
Come and say in my face, you ask for that, everybody. You come on, you you're scared coward. You got man enough to with me. You can't last 2 minutes in my world, bitch.
Mike Tyson, arguably one of the best heavyweight boxers, a real monster in the ring. What kind of upbringing breeds this type of man who is disciplined, takes no days off, and is dedicated to boxing? This is what we're going to explore. Mike Tyson's tragic childhood
I hit him to the head.
to his rise in glory.
When I was a kid, he was the fucking man. You'd pay to see his fights just to watch him somebody up.
That was a right to the body and an uppercut to the head, and Burbick is down.
It wasn't a fight. It was an execution. You'd watch him execute guys.
And we've got a brand new WBC heavyweight champion of the world, and he's a youngster named Mike Tyson.
There's no one can stop me. I'm the best ever. There's never been anybody as ruthless.
And even Mike Tyson's downfall.
The only thing that can beat Mike Tyson is Mike Tyson himself.
I wish one of the guys had children so I could kick them in the head or stomp on their cool, so you could feel my pain, because that's the pain I had, waking up every day.
It's over. It's over.
Mike Tyson has been knocked out.
Still believe I'm the best fighter in the world. Just give me another chance.
Mike Tyson was born on June 30th, 1996 in Brooklyn, New York. He was the youngest out of 3 children, with an older brother named Rodney and an older sister named Denise. Jimmy Kirkpatrick and Laura Smith Tyson were both from the South and had moved to New York City in search of better opportunities.
2178 was my building. This was my apartment right here.
Tyson's childhood was marked by poverty and hardship. His family lived in Brownsville, a neighborhood known for its high crime rate and poverty. Brooklyn was a very violent place, and this is where Mike Tyson would get in his first fight.
Listen, my first fight, I'm a pigeon guy. I always fly birds, pigeons. Yeah. So my first fight, this guy took one of my pigeons, and so I said, please, give my bird back. He's an older guy. I must have been 9. He must have been 15 or 12, 15, 30. He was a teenager. I said, give my bird back. He said, you fat nigga. So he took my birds, he ripped my bird's head off, and he hit me with the fucking bird. Mm-hmm. And some other guy that used to abuse me and bully me, he said, yo, man, fight him back. He just said, man, fuck, he just got that. Everybody just said, this shit, man, you got to do something. And I fought back. I never fought nobody before. I fought back, and you know what? I can fight real good. Mm-hmm. So after that, everybody would bring other kids from different neighborhoods around to fight me for money. I was really like, listen, I'm not showing off or bragging. I was just really a good fighter.
Tyson's father left the family when he was just 2 years old, leaving his mother to raise him and his siblings alone. Tyson's mother struggled to make ends meet, working long hours to support her family. She often left Tyson and her siblings with babysitters or relatives while she worked, and Tyson would later describe feeling abandoned and neglected as a child.
When was the first time you did coke?
I don't know, I was a kid, 11, 12. I got involved with drugs early in life.
Because of this, Mike started having some trouble with the law. He was involved in a number of altercations, including arrests for shoplifting, burglary, and assault. In 1978, Mike Tyson was just 12 years old when he was arrested for the first time for purse snatching. He was sentenced to Tryon School for Boys, a juvenile detention center in upstate New York, where he would spend the next few years. During those years institutionalized, Muhammad Ali just so happened to visit the same detention center Mike Tyson was being held at.
I'm in a reformatory with bad kids. I've robbed some people, so we're all locked up here. Muhammad Ali came in there. He came to visit the kids. I saw him, and my life started. I said, hey, I bet you nobody picks on him. By the way, people, when he came in, people would have lost their mind. The people that abused us, the staff, they lost their mind. They were crying. The people that would abuse us, they were crying when they saw this man. They were at his mercy. So I said, F***. And then there, I met a guy that used to be a f***ing fighter, professional fighter.
Then he is shipped to another child prison when, in a stroke of luck, he meets another professional fighter named Bobby Stewart.
And if it wasn't for Bobby, I wouldn't be here now.
When he first approached you about boxing, what was your initial reaction?
I approached him, I said I wanted to try boxing, and then we boxed, and he like beat me up real bad, like, you know. And I said, well, I want to box, I want to be a fighter. And he said, sure, everybody that comes in here wants to be a fighter. And that's when we went to the agreement stage about doing well in school in order to box.
who begins to train Mike Tyson. But while in a sparring match together, Mike Tyson jabs Bobby, breaking his nose, giving Bobby 2 black eyes. The next day, 13-year-old Mike sees Bobby, who looks angry, walking around with 2 black eyes. Bobby goes up to Mike and Mike thinks he's about to get chewed out. But Bobby says, listen, I'm not going to be able to box with you anymore because my wife doesn't like my black eyes. But I'm going to take you to this other guy. He's going to take you to the next level. Mike Tyson meets the world famous Cus D'Amato. This event will forever change Mike's life. If this never happened, Mike would probably still be on the streets or in prison.
So he takes me to Cus D'Amato, and he teaches me how to box. And when I first go there and I see Cus's house, this Victorian mansion, I think to myself, I'm gonna rob these white motherfuckers. Stupid motherfucking crackers gonna let me come in their house and they gonna look out for me. Stupid white motherfuckers. And then I started talking to him. He said, do you know, you're really good looking. You notice I just noticed you're a good looking guy. So I'm thinking this nigga's a pervert. He wanna fuck me or something. So, oh, what the fuck you talking? But he's building my confidence. He's telling me, look in the mirror. Tell yourself how beautiful you are. Love yourself. This is your life right now. He introduced me to the mirror. The mirror's been my life ever since. I look into the mirror and I'm almost making love to the mirror. I'm in love with myself. But then when I'm out the mirror, I'm dark and low. So, well, anyway, he started teaching me. I met Cus D'Amato, and he just blew my mind. With, if you listen to me, people will name their children after you. He just was telling me, he was fucking blowing my ego up. It's like, you know, he made me believe that I was better than everybody, which was wrong. And then, I became a slave to him. I needed it's every word I needed him to say. Is this okay? Can I do this? He became my conscious.
When I was hitting him with body punching, I heard him, actually he was crying in there, making woman gestures like, I can't.
Cus D'Amato saw something special in Tyson, and he took him under his wing, becoming both his trainer and father figure. Under D'Amato's guidance, Tyson honed his skills and developed the powerful, aggressive fighting style that would become his trademark. Under Cus D'Amato's guidance, Tyson began to excel in the boxing world. He won the Junior Olympics in '81 and 1982, but something else happened that year. Mike Tyson's mother dies from cancer when Mike Tyson is only 16 years old, which Mike says was the best thing that could have happened to him because he states she would have babied him. Cus D'Amato learns about this and adopts Tyson and becomes his new guardian. Mike Tyson continues to fight and in 1984 wins the National Golden Gloves Championship, solidifying his status as a rising star in the boxing world. Boxing became a source of redemption and purpose for Tyson. He found a sense of discipline and focus in the sport that he had never experienced before, and he began to channel his energy and aggression into his training and fighting. Tyson quickly became a skilled boxer, training every day, sparring 7 days a week, running 3 to 5 miles every day, shadow boxing, heavyweight bag work, weight training, neck training to get that thick neck Mike Tyson got. But while Mike was doing this, Cus D'Amato carefully crafted a plan to build Mike Tyson's reputation to maximize his success.
He's just 17. How good is he going to become?
I think he's going to be heavyweight champion of the world one day.
Having already trained 7 world champions, D'Amato chose Tyson's first few professional fights. He selected fighters who were known to be tough and durable. This strategy allowed Mike Tyson to gain valuable experience and exposure in the ring while building his record and reputation as a knockout artist.
How dare them even challenge me, these fighters, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? With their primitive boxing skills, you know what I mean? They're as good as dead.
Mike Tyson's very first professional fight was against Hector Mercedes on March 6, 1985 in Albany, New York. He won the fight in the first round by knockout. Mike Tyson even started crying before this fight because of the pressure. He said this was the scariest he's been to fight because he thought if he lost this, no one would ever love him again.
Just relax.
When we first started.
Just relax. Let's go get ready for a fight. Come on.
So before each fight, were you afraid?
I'm scared. I'm crying before, but I know I'm not crying to get my ass kicked. I'm crying because I'm gonna lose fame. People are not gonna love me no more. I'm not gonna be nothing. I'm gonna go back to Brownsville. Nobody got nothing. I'm a failure in life. I'm nothing. I'm a bitch ass nigga. And then and then as soon as they say it's time to go, I turn into a monster. How does that happen?
But this was just the beginning of a rapid ascent to the top of the boxing world. Tyson's speed, power, and aggression in the ring made him a force to be reckoned with. But there is something Tyson really wants, his life mission. Throughout Mike's whole life, he was told world champion. Obtaining the world champion belt meant everything.
They had my mind, they had my interest. For some reason, They made me believe the heavyweight champion of the world was the biggest thing in the world. For some reason, they just made me believe that if you weren't heavyweight champion, you weren't shit.
It was his calling, and he was getting close to achieving this, flying through all his competition. But Cus D'Amato is not doing too well. He is 77 years old, fighting pneumonia for 7 months when he finally passes away. Mike Tyson is heartbroken and feels lost because of this.
When Cus D'Amato died, I was in New York City. I was in the Manhattan section of New York City, Lower East Side. I was accompanied by Jimmy Jacobs, who was my manager at the time. And he had told me that within 10 hours, Cus would be dead. And we have to go to the bank and deposit some money. It was some money that I had made for my fight. We went to the bank, and I was at the bank depositing money, and I was just crying. Just crying out, just crying, and crying, and crying. And the lady at the bank was, I was hysterical. The lady at the bank had asked, "What is wrong? Is everything all right?" And Jim Jacobs had explained that we had lost a good friend of ours that died, or will be dying shortly. And he's handling it very rough. But to me, it was like I lost my whole life.
But he knows the show must go on. The day is coming up, Mike Tyson's first world title fight. Mike Tyson is fighting against Trevor Berbick, the current heavyweight champion of the world, who is only able to last 2 rounds with Mike before he is KO'd.
Mike, you're younger than your opponent. You're stronger, I believe, most people would say, than Berbick. You're faster than Berbick. Is there any way in your mind that you can see you losing this fight?
No way. Perhaps if I chop off both of my arms.
Berbick was the last person to fight Ali, and he hurt Ali very bad. When you fought him, was there any revenge?
100%, yes, no doubt about it. I was going to kill him.
Berbick in trouble here.
Was he breathing hard at this point? He wasn't breathing hard, but after one of those punches, I don't remember which one exactly it was, he made a squeamish sound. The fighter's not supposed to scream. He did.
I said, oh, I can't wait till I get him.
Round 2, fight. Remember your exact thoughts right here, Mike.
I said the fight is over.
Making Mike the youngest heavyweight champion of the world at the age of 20. Tyson went on to win his next 8 title fight belts by knockout.
When you're 20 years old and all of a sudden you're the heavyweight champion of the world, just a few years ago you were poor.
I was unable to handle it. I wasn't expecting that. That was a really sucker punch right there.
Cementing his reputation as one of the most dominant boxers of all time. Over the next few years, Tyson continues to dominate the boxing world, defending his title numerous times and earning millions of dollars in prizes money and endorsements, being featured in movies.
But undisputed heavyweight champion Mike Tyson chooses Diet Pepsi.
Hey, Diet Pepsi's a champion too.
And even being in a Nintendo game, Mike Tyson's Punch-Out. However, something is cooking behind the scenes.
I sacrificed so much of my life. Can I at least get laid? You know what I mean? I've been robbed of most of my money. Can I at least get a blowjob?
Mike Tyson is struggling to deal with the loss of Cus D'Amato and begins to spiral out of control. Cus D'Amato was keeping Mike Tyson off of the streets, but with Cus D'Amato being gone, Mike Tyson went back to his old ways. He became increasingly isolated, with his behaviors becoming erratic. Mike Tyson starts drinking, smoking, and doing coke again, and the rigorous training routine Mike was doing that turned him into this great boxer started to fall apart. In 1990, Tyson suffered his first professional defeat, losing to James Buster Douglas.
And I think that by becoming a heavyweight champion, that I would be able to, show the youth here that, it's possible to fulfill your dreams.
What can go wrong will go wrong. It's a possibility. It's always a possibility. Human beings are meant to fail. They're meant to fail, guaranteed. But when is it going to be?
That knockdown. The left eye of Mike Tyson's nearly closed now. Shades of Ray Load against Johnny Hurts. Douglas coming back with a left and right. Tyson is wobbling. Tyson needs the ropes for support. Douglas wailing away.
Without the ropes, Mike would have gone down.
I'm the best. I'm the best. I'm not a textbook fighter, a jab right hand. I fight to win. I do everything to win. My objective is to win. To win. Totally to win.
Yeah, you arrogant fucking nigga. Who do you think you are? Do you really think you God, You're a fucking uneducated nigga that just learned how to fight, and you unappreciated piece of. This is how you treat it. You don't work out. You don't train. You gotta deal with that.
It's over. It's over.
Mike Tyson has been knocked out.
Unbelievable.
Mike Tyson loses his 0 losses streak.
And then I found true love.
It's been torture. It's been pure hell. It's been worse than anything I could possibly
Pure hell?
imagine. I'm not talking about once a week. I'm talking about every day. It's been
Every day?
And also has a highly publicized divorce from his ex-wife given Tyson.
Michael is intimidating, to say the least. Throwing, screaming, he swings.
911 police emergency. Yes, I'm calling to report a you know him well, or is this somebody you just now met? It's someone that's like seen this.
And the most infamous R-word accusation against Mike Tyson. In July 1991, an 18-year-old woman named Desire Washington accused Mike Tyson of R-wording her in a hotel room in Indianapolis, Indiana. Tyson was in town for a boxing match and had met Washington at a beauty pageant earlier in the day and called her later that day to come to his hotel. When she arrived, Mike Tyson supposedly R-worded her. Tyson denies the accusation and claimed that the sexual encounter was consensual. He argued that Washington had willingly gone back to his hotel room with him and engaged in sexual activities. Tyson was tried in court for R-wording and was found guilty by the jury. He was sentenced to 6 years in prison. Tyson only had to serve 3 years in prison before being released on parole.
Did you do this? Did you
No, I ain't raped that slimy. I ain't hate her guts, and she put me in that state where I don't know. I really wish I did now, but now I really do want to her and her mama. I know you don't like to hear that, but
No, I don't like to hear that. I admit I don't like.
Tyson's reputation took a major hit because of this. But Mike Tyson is now pissed. He's like a caged tiger and he's just been released.
I had a ball in prison. I had a girlfriend. I got a girl pregnant in prison. I was living a life in prison.
And he wants to take that world title belt back. Mike Tyson wins his first fight after being released from prison in the first round.
I'm Hurricane Peter McNeely from Medfield, Mass. On Saturday night, watch me kick Tyson's ass.
Here we go. And McNeely, as advertised, comes right at Mike Tyson. Down goes McNeely.
I was getting jumped on from my first amateur fight, my first pro fight. They said, well, this is a joke. He's a joke. And I just keep coming back.
Stand up. In his fight, he's got about 30 seconds left. His corner grew in the town.
And the next 2 fights he also wins, and he now qualifies for the world title in a fight against Frank Bruno, who Mike Tyson had beaten in the past, and history is about to repeat itself.
And I promise you, I will not let you down. I come in with the belt and I'm leaving with my belt. Thank you very much and God bless you all.
Huge reach advantage, and here we go, round 1.
Fear is an illusion, but we have to have desire. We have to have something that pushes us. Fear pushes us.
Good equation. These pigeons live with each other for 10 to 15 years, right? But when I throw feed down, they kill each other to get it. And it's the same way with fighters. We love and respect each other, but we're like mercenaries. We need that money. You know, we need to be the best. You know, I mean, money means nothing. I mean, money means nothing sometimes, but sometimes greatness is even more important than money.
Here's a combination uppercut by Tyson. Tyson laying it on, pouring it on. Down goes Bruno. Are you not entertained? And it is 3, Mike Tyson.
Mike Tyson then fights Evander Holyfield, and on the 3rd round, he would bite Evander's ear not once, but twice, causing Mike to get disqualified.
I'm sure you have an interesting night and you won't forget it. Thank you.
Evander's a very good fighter, extraordinary good fighter. He was a brilliant teacher, but it's just, I'm the best fighter.
On the belt. Tyson with a short left hook to the head of Holyfield. A right hand by Mike Tyson to the head of Holyfield.
Last time I remember, I said, this motherfucker, I'm gonna die. And it was on.
He got better. I'm from the ghetto, and so my first thing is I'm gonna grab him and battle hug him and fight today. Like, I got to get him back. So I kept on saying, I want to get it back. I want to get it back. I want to get it back. I said, no, don't stop it now. I want to get it back. So we go back in, and all of a sudden, you bit this ear. And I just, wasn't it the same one? No, it's a different here. You can bit my ear. Boy, I jumped up and I said, I knew I was just kicking.
Keep your eye on Mike. Mike has just, see, look out. You can see it. You can see it. There it is. I can't believe what I'm seeing, fellas.
Well, I bit his ear and then I lost a lot of money and then I'm suspended for a long time. Then I went to the psych ward for a few. You know, I had to visit the psych ward. You can't always visit the psych ward when you bite somebody, you know, worldwide in front of millions and millions of people.
Mike,
so.
Why did you bite?
I said sorry.
Mike Tyson gets suspended and now has 3 total losses. He continues to box, winning his next couple of fights, but he's now 35 and suffers another loss to Lennox Lewis. And at 38, Mike Tyson would fight his last match against Kevin McBride, where he would give his retirement speech.
When I saw that I was getting beat on, I realized I don't think I have it anymore because I got the ability to stay in shape, but I don't got the fighting guts, I don't think, anymore.
When did you recognize that? At what part of the fight?
I don't know, early into the fight. I'm just sorry I let everybody down. I just don't have this in my heart anymore.
Did you feel as though you had it coming into the fight?
No, I'm just fighting to take care of my bills, basically. I don't have the stomach for this kind of no more. I'm conscious of my children and those guys looking at my parents. I don't have that ferocity. I'm not an animal anymore.
Does that mean we won't see you fight again?
Yeah, that's most likely I'm not going to fight again. I'm not going to disrespect the sport anymore by losing to this caliber of fighters.
No, I'm just being honest. I'm not taking nothing away from Kevin. I don't love this no more. I'm just in here. I don't love this no more. I even love fighting since 1990. But Kevin, congratulations on your career and good luck.
He retired from boxing in 2005 with his record of 50 wins and 6 losses and 2 no contests. And in 2009, Mike Tyson's daughter Exodus Tyson would die after accidentally hanging herself on a treadmill cord.
My best thinking at the time. Get my gun, automatic, just like this, and just go crazy. Who are you gonna hurt? Regardless. That's just my first thought. No, I did some cocaine for a week. I had to get high. I had to back then. I had to get high. I couldn't handle it at all.
Despite the controversies and setbacks of his career, Mike Tyson remains one of the most iconic figures in history of boxing. His raw power, aggressive style, and larger-than-life personality captured the imagination of fans around the world, and his impacts on the sports of boxing can still be felt today. In recent years, Tyson has been involved in a number of high-profile projects, including a one-man show on Broadway and a podcast called Hot Boxing with Mike Tyson. He also returned to the ring in exhibition bouts, demonstrating he still has a power and skill that made him a legend. Ricky's giving you the truth. Do what you will.